Hello everyone, welcome back to Chat to Review. I'm your host Alex.
And I'm Steph.
Today we are catching up after this whole quarantine situation. We're going to talk about how we dealt with quarantine, some new things that we tried, and
all the stuff in between. Let's get started.
We have a lot to cover because I think even though we were all in quarantine and social distancing, there was so much happening that it was a lot to keep up with. Like, I feel like things changed so rapidly and we're just all in our homes like, what do you want us to do?
Yeah, right.
So I can talk about my experience. I think at the beginning of March, that's when everything was really ramping up. And I remember having the conversations with my boss, like, are we going to be working from home? Like, when should we expect that to happen? And everything just was moving so quickly, as it is still today. But since the beginning of March, I've been basically working from home. So that's been about 2 months, and there haven't been conversations about going back. So that's definitely interesting. Working from home, I'm just happy that I had a desk already set up, because I know a lot of people that were working from their kitchen, like on their kitchen counter, on their couch, from their bed. It's just hard. It's interesting trying to be productive while you're not in the office.
Yeah. I have a similar experience. I mean, the job that I was working at, I mean, I am still employed, but they ended up closing down mid-March.
Yeah.
And so I mean, it was a little bit of working from home and going in, but like obviously like by myself, just kind of doing like emails and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then it went to completely not going into the office anymore. And now, I mean, as of right now, kind of playing it by ear still.
Yeah.
There's some places that are opening, but mine's not one of them. So I'm still technically unemployed. Trying to get a hold of unemployment is the worst thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
It's very irritating.
It's just tough. I mean, we live in Texas, so Texas is now reopening businesses, starting with like restaurants and retail stores. So hopefully that, you know, jogged our economy a little bit, but it is tough for like hair salons, massage places, and some of these other businesses that still have employees relying on them, but can't get back to work quite yet. So
yeah,
it's been tough.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how they're gonna do the movie theater thing, because supposedly that's open.
I am too. So I actually saw a story about this today, and with the whole movie theater thing, I don't know if you saw, but Universal Studios released Trolls, like the new Trolls movie. They released it on demand, so people could buy it and watch it from their homes rather than, because the movie theaters were closed.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing that Universal came out, because that was such a success. They're talking about having movies in theaters still, but having movies on demand. So when it premieres, you can just get it in your home, which is something that I prefer. Like, I don't go to the movie theater at all. And I would rather watch the movie in my house than go to a movie theater and be annoyed by other people or hear like rappers crinkling or somebody else commenting on the movie. I don't want to hear that. I want to be in control of my movie watching experience, which sounds bad, I know, but
it's good to enjoy stuff like that, like from the comfort of your home. I think in this day and age, I mean, especially after all this, the last thing anybody's like wanting to do is go be around other people.
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, like about all this stuff opening, I'm not like, yes, let's go out there and get in front of all these people. Like, I kind of just like wanting to.
Well, and the other part about it too is, from what I've read, the businesses that are opening at 25% capacity, which is like nothing basically. So even if you do go to the movie theater, then are you going to be sitting like 2 seats away from somebody else? Like, what does that look like? And we just haven't seen a lot of it. And I think because we're still like in the process of all of this unfolding, that I'm just gonna still stay at home. Like, you know, I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing. But I kind of want to know, like, how you've been handling, because I know personally, just habits wise, before all of this happened, I was eating out quite a bit, I would say. Like, we would go to a sit down restaurant maybe, I don't know, once every 2 weeks or something along those lines, and we would get like fast casual food probably every week. So I want to know, have like your eating habits changed? Have you been cooking at home more, eating out more, or is it like stayed the same?
I feel like I've gone through so many cycles since everything started, like, and that goes with everything, but as far as food goes, whenever everything kind of first started, all of the grocery stores were just out of stock of almost everything.
Yeah.
And so for, I mean, I want to say like 2-3 weeks, I was eating a lot of like frozen foods. I mean, I would, if I could get my hands on some like ground beef or chicken or something, I would, but there was a hot like time where all the fresh meats were out.
It's almost like so much has happened since then
Yeah.
that I've forgotten that even happened. Like, literally when we went to the store, there was no meat at all. And it was the weirdest thing to see. You would think that it was an apocalypse. And I think we talked about this in our last episode before we took a break. And just the whole toilet paper thing. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And it was weird.
But it went from like just toilet paper, like I don't remember it being like the whole store was just out. Like it went from being like, haha, people are stocking up on toilet paper, to literally there was like the whole pasta aisle was empty.
Yes.
The napkin, or I mean like the paper towels, but the fresh meat, the milk, like there was so many stages to everything that was out.
Yes.
But I was eating a lot of like frozen chicken. If there was still, I mean obviously not like cooking it frozen, I mean you could like thaw it and stuff.
Yeah.
But, or like breaded chicken patties, and like just trying to make things work with like frozen foods.
Yeah, it got so bad. Like, I don't know if this restaurant is still doing this, but there's a restaurant near us called the Lazy Dog, and they have locations in Texas, they have locations in California. It's kind of regional, but they were putting together these like packages, like these grocery packages that you could order it ahead and pick it up curbside, and it included like chicken, potatoes, butter, milk, like all kinds of stuff, but it also included toilet paper. Like, it got so bad that restaurants were selling their toilet paper. I mean,
yeah,
I just couldn't believe it. Like, toilet paper was literally currency.
Yeah.
But I noticed through the whole thing, like, even though stores were, you know, had all the products like pretty much bought, which some stores, like I noticed Target, the one near me, is still recovering. Like, the shelves are still pretty much empty.
Yeah.
Which is weird because the Walmart, like right near us, is almost back to normal. Like, it looks pretty normal, as if, you know, nothing ever happened. But I found myself at the beginning of all of this eating more at home, like making more food at home. And then as time went on, I feel like I was trying to support, you know, local businesses, because we have like a bunch of places that we love to eat at that I don't want to see go under because of this. So like, I feel like we started eating out a little more as time went on. But
yeah, I feel the exact same. Like, I feel like, I mean, there was a period where I was like cooking the frozen food or whatever, trying to make like that work, because for some reason I thought like the 4 boxes of Kraft mac and cheese were gonna last me for an apocalypse. I don't know, because there was like nothing on the shelves, and so you kind of like got what you got. And then I was like cooking a lot, but then I was also like, then I started to like order out because all these places were having like meal deals. But then I was even scared of that. Like, I was cleaning down the bags and taking it out of the styrofoam and putting it on a plate, and then I stopped doing that because it just kind of got like ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just a lot. Like, there are a lot of rules, and I don't fully understand all of the rules, and then the rules have changed so many times that it's almost like, I don't know, you can't keep us locked in our houses forever. I'm sorry. But we are in the younger age category where we're not as at risk, and not to say that that means that we should be going out and being reckless or anything, but I've seen crazy things. Like, I've seen people that are wearing masks, and prime example. I was going to the store one day and driving in my car. I was stopped at a stoplight. I'm waiting for the light to turn green so I could turn left. The person in the car to my right at the stoplight was wearing a mask. The mask was pulled down and they were picking their nose for like 20 seconds the entire time we were sitting at the stoplight. And I was like, are you kidding?
Like, what's the catch?
Like, do you not know that there's a pandemic out there? Like,
right.
yeah, you're wearing a mask, but picking your nose doesn't help the cause.
Or the people who eat their like burgers with gloves on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I just can't. But anyways.
Yeah, that's like a whole nother thing.
I can't focus on the other side of this quarantine. All I can do is focus on me. But yeah, it's been really interesting, like food-wise, going out and interacting with people. Like, people completely avoid you. For the first couple weeks of quarantine, it was like nobody would look you in the eye.
Yeah, it was like head turns, like nobody even like wants to like breathe in the same.
Yes. And I still am kind of like that. Like, when I go out to the store, and I try to limit my grocery store trips. Like, I used to go to the store like every other day.
Yeah.
And now I've tried to plan ahead more so that I only go like once a week.
Mm-hmm.
But even still, like, people don't want to look your direction.
Yeah.
Like, it's very weird.
I'll look people's directions, but like if I'm passing to where like there isn't enough space,
Yeah.
and this person's in like full gear, like gloves and mask,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna be like, as they walk by, like I do kind of like just look, or I'm pretending like I'm looking at like an item on the shelf because I don't want to make it completely obvious, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you also noticed in the grocery stores, like some stores have taped lines on the ground so you go a certain way? I mean, I've seen people completely disregard. The problem is like some people follow the directions and some people don't. I'm a rule follower anyway, so I pretty much like if there's a line on the ground, I'm like, okay,
You're not gonna,
guess
like, go against it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I guess I have to go with it.
Yeah. Have you been shopping at like any new grocery stores? Like okay, my regular was like Walmart, Target. There's a Target right next to me.
Yeah.
But my bill is like twice as much whenever I go to Target. So not that it isn't the same now, but my new grocery store like go-to is Kroger. I did not
love Kroger.
Yes, I did not go, like I rarely went to Kroger before all this.
Really?
And now it's like my go-to.
I love Kroger. And I think Kroger, I want to say that they're like Safeway, because it's different depending on your region. Like, they're owned by the same company, but they're a different name. It's like Tom Thumb is Vaughn's, I think. Anyways, I love Kroger, and I was the same way. Like, before all this happened, I wasn't going to Kroger. I was always going to like Tom Thumb, Walmart, because it's really nearby, or I love Target too.
Yeah.
But Kroger had like has all the new products, like anything that's coming out food related. I feel like Kroger has it in stock.
Yeah.
And for a while, because Nick is addicted to the Cinnamon Toast Crunch coffee creamer, and we could only find it at Kroger. So for a while, I was shopping at Kroger every week because that's the only place I could find the creamer.
Yeah.
But I have been going to Trader Joe's a lot more.
Yeah.
Because for us, it's about 10 minutes away, and they have, I don't know, I spend a lot of money at Trader Joe's, but I feel like I get a lot of products for it.
Yeah.
And it's like changed my world.
Yeah. The thing about Kroger, I guess, that I'm like so gung-ho about is that their produce is like better. I mean, obviously Walmart's produce is like bottom tier, and that's like usually, I mean, obviously Walmart or Target.
Yeah.
I feel like it's better. I feel like their branded stuff is better than like most off-brands. I don't know. Their flowers have been on sale, like bouquets for like $2.99, and I've had a lot of birthdays, so those have come in handy. Sorry if you're listening to this and I just outed that I got you $2.99 flowers, but it's just been a jolly good old time.
Yeah, it really has been interesting, like trying to find food during a pandemic.
Yeah.
And honestly, here's what I think about the toilet paper thing, and this will be the last thing I mention about it. If the world were to end, I would not be worrying about toilet paper. I'm sorry. It's not like I'm like if the world was ending, toilet paper production would end too. So I'll wipe with leaves or something if I have to.
Or,
but
I mean, the
I'm not gonna
water's
waste
not
my
out.
money on that. Yeah, take a shower.
Right, like hose off and be done with it.
Hose off.
Like you don't need toilet paper. End of story.
Make your own bidet if you don't have one.
Yes.
But
I've been getting a ton of ads from Wish, like through my email, through Instagram, that are like, stop hoarding the toilet paper and get this $10 bidet to put on your toilet. And I'm like, since when? Like, I feel like it's gonna be like a little like tiny like straw or something, or
I don't understand how a bidet works. Like, you still have to wipe, don't you? You don't just...
no, it completely like flushes her out.
I know, but it's like your butt is wet.
Like drying off.
Yeah.
But you can't dry off with toilet paper. Then it would just be like...
I know, but then do you just have a stack of towels, like hand towels, just chilling?
Okay,
Or do
hold on. If you have a bidet, or if you've ever used a bidet, comment below. and
What
tell us-
happens after?
Do you like shake it off? Do you dry it off?
Do you just not care and you just put your pants back on?
Is it just like a little bit wet, so whenever you put on your underwears, it's just like, it'll go away in a little
Or
bit?
is it like dripping wet?
I don't imagine you have like a stack of towels to like wipe your butt with, and then that'd
But
be
I
too
feel
much.
like you would have to dry it off.
I feel like people just let it like, like they just put their clothes on afterwards and don't say anything.
Oh gosh, I can't.
On the next step, I'll find, because my father-in-law has a bidet, so I'm
Okay.
gonna ask, and I'll get back with that information.
Okay.
But anyways, aside from going to the bathroom, on a lighter note, since we're talking about like grocery stores, is there like any new recipe that you found since quarantine cooking?
Recipes. Not so much a new recipe, but I have been cooking a lot of like muffins. Like, I've been making a lot of baked goods.
Mhm.
So muffins, cookies, breads, like all kinds of stuff. I've been baking a ton.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think recipes. I don't know. Have you?
I really don't think so. Like, I want to say so, or like I've tried like the whipped coffee thing.
Yeah.
It was a fail.
The Dole. We tried the Dole Whip.
Yeah.
Although I didn't freeze the pineapple, so it was literally just like a pineapple milkshake, but it was still really good.
It was amazing. It tasted like pineapple upside down cake.
Yeah.
It was so good. There's like nothing that's like coming to mind.
I really wanted to make, so you got me the Magnolia Table cookbook for Christmas, and I really wanted to make chicken and dumplings. And it's super easy. Like, all you need is chicken stock, like, I don't know, I don't think she puts, no, you don't put noodles in it. You need like chicken stock, like a rotisserie chicken, and then you need like Pillsbury biscuit dough that you cut into pieces. But the weather in Texas has been like so up and down
Yeah.
that like one day it was super cold and then the next day it was like 80.
Yeah.
So I just haven't done it.
Yeah.
And it's not like regular times where I can tell Nick like, hey, grab a chicken from Costco, and then I'll go to the other store and like grab the other ingredients. It's just not that way right now. So
Yeah. Sometimes I will just like cook a chili crock pot or whatever, even if it's not cold outside.
Yeah.
I'll like just pretend, or I'll turn down the temperature a few degrees in the apartment, you know what I mean? And be like, we're gonna eat chili tonight, just cause like I want to make that.
yeah.
So maybe we could just have, or y'all could just have like a cold chilly night in the apartment with your chicken and dumplings.
So true. So we're gonna switch gears a little bit, but I want to know how you have passed the time, because I personally have had way too much time at home, and I think there are some benefits to it, but there's a lot. I feel like I'm going to get way too used to being at home, and then going back to work is going to be a problem.
Yeah. I feel like doing anything is going to be a problem. Like, I'm excited to like go to Ross, but
Right?
that's really the only thing that I am looking forward to. But as far as passing the time, there's a lot of layers to everything I've been doing. It's between binging TV shows / finding new TV shows / playing video games / spending hours on TikTok.
See, I have held out. I am still holding strong. I don't have TikTok yet, but I enjoy watching cringy compilations of TikToks.
Yes. that's one of the things, like there's a lot of things that have become popular during all of this that I can relate to, and there's some things I can't. TikTok is one of those things that I've like really fell into. And I never thought I would ever say that.
I'm fighting it so hard. I literally watched a video today, and it was somebody commenting on just how TikTok, like all the bad sides of TikTok, like the negative sides, and it just, I'm trying to like hold out as much as possible, because I know when Vine was a thing, it just sucked me in. And this person was saying like, TikTok takes over your whole screen, so you can't see what time it is. Like, it's just made to be addictive. And your For You page, you just keep scrolling. It's like never ending. And so I just feel like I can't. I don't need another thing in my life that is going to consume that much time. And Vine was already that thing, so I know. I just know.
That is like what, that is what TikTok is, like, period. It completely, like, you can't just go on and be like, oh, I'm just gonna like watch a few. No, you're like there for a while. But I would have never thought that that's something that I would have like been into.
Yeah.
But somehow, some way, I've downloaded it. The For You page is like super accurate.
I mean, I know that I'll be into it. Like, I'm down for good content. I'm just worried for like how much of that I'll consume.
Yeah. Well, like in a time like this, when you have so much time that it doesn't even matter, it's like, what else would I be doing? Eating? Or what else would I be doing? Like watching TV? So like,
that's the other thing. This has completely disrupted our entire, I mean, everybody's routine. But the fact that we were like so gung-ho about ClassPass, like we did a whole dang episode and literally haven't been able to go to class.
I think that's honestly been the most heartbreaking thing, because it took so long for me to like get into a like, I love working out. Like, even at the beginning, whenever we went to that first boxing class,
you were like
I was like, I don't think this is for me. I'm not ready for this. But we were like,
let's not.
Yes, but we were like so into it. So that sucks that we don't. I mean, you've been working out.
I've been trying. It's been difficult because obviously I've been doing home workouts on ClassPass. So ClassPass basically suspended everybody's membership. You still have all access to the online class or the at-home workouts that they already had on the app. But at the beginning of like when everybody's gyms were shut down, nobody had classes. Since then, they've done like live stream classes that you can purchase with credits. But to me, it's not worth. They charge like so many credits for a live stream, and it's just not the same. Like the in-class environment is so much different than when you're at home. Because when I'm doing my home workouts, like, I'm burning calories and it's kicking my butt, but I can still stop like whenever I want, and I don't feel like I have people staring at me like in a regular class. So I've been trying to like do home workouts. Some weeks have been better than others, but I've also been trying to like get out and walk, and like if it's a nice day, try to enjoy it somehow. Or but it's just exercising. It sucks that we like got into a routine and we're so good about it for like a couple months. And then everything just came to a halt.
I mean, everybody's in the same boat, and I get that. Like, I mean, I don't feel alone in like my thoughts as far as like I feel unproductive but I mean, mainly, I mean, I've just been passing the time by BS. You know what I mean? Just by games and, like I said, like all this stuff. But what about you, like in general?
So the weird thing is like I've been working from home, so I can't really just like sign off on my computer and like not do my job. That's not an option for me. So I still feel like I am working throughout, like obviously I am working throughout the week, but I still feel like I'm going to a normal work day. So I'm still working like my normal work hours, but I just can like break for lunch and just when I need to throughout the day, which kind of cuts down my time for like consuming other things like TV shows and games and all that stuff. Lately, since we've been playing Dead by Daylight Mobile, we'll get to it, I've been like playing that a lot. But for like TV shows, I haven't been doing a lot. Like I feel like whenever I turn on a TV show, I don't know if you guys can relate, but I'm really bad about it. Like, I'll fall asleep immediately. So it's really hard for me to, like, get through a show. Like, we'll turn on, I've been watching a lot of Love Island. We'll turn on Love Island, and within, like, an episode or two, like, Nick and I are both asleep.
Are you watching them at night?
Yeah.
Like, usually?
Yeah.
I think that's why I've, like, been able to, like, binge things, is because I'm not, like, having to work during the day.
Mhm.
So I'm watching TV during the day, and then, you know, whatever. It just kind of became, like, a regular thing.
I don't know. I'm still, like, luckily, there were a couple days where I, like, couldn't sleep. Like, there were a couple days where during the week I was, like, up until 2 or something. But since I've had to work, it's, like, kept me in that schedule still, which has been good, I think. But yeah, it's hard, like, when you're not going out, because I feel like I'm not expending as much energy as I was. Like, I'm not having to wake up as early and, like, commute and come back home, or, like, go to the grocery store, like, all these things that I would do during a normal week, like, during normal circumstances. And so I have noticed, like, some changes in, like, what I've been doing, but for the most part, it's been pretty normal. Just haven't been going out as much.
Yeah.
But I have been passing the time by crafting.
Yes.
So my mom, she got a Cricut, and if you don't know what a Cricut is, I didn't know either. Well, I had seen what a Cricut was, and I had seen what people made with a Cricut, but I didn't know exactly how it worked. So it's like a machine that you can program, and you can put all kinds of materials on it, like vinyl, leather, like all kinds of stuff. And you can make things, like you can make t-shirts, you can make signs, all kinds of, it can do
cups.
Literally anything. So I've been making Starbucks cups like this.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, it's really fun. And I've been seeing, like, Starbucks cups like this on Etsy. I literally almost bought both of us one, like, a couple months ago.
Whenever we started the podcast.
Yeah, I was so obsessed. And I was like, oh my god, wouldn't it be so cute if for the podcast we had our own custom cups with our names on it? And I didn't buy it for some reason. But now I'm glad I didn't, because I can just make them.
Yeah.
So if you want to see what I'm doing, follow CraftsXAlex on Instagram. But that's been my new hobby, and I've tried out cups, signs. I made t-shirts, which was really fun. So I'm addicted. It's really, like, I wasn't really the crafty type of person. My mom was always into, like, painting things and making scrapbooks and all that. So I did have, like, some scrapbooking experience. But I think this is, like, the first thing that I'm like, okay, yeah, I could like actually make things that I'll wear or use or whatever. Like, even if I don't sell anything because of this, like, I can actually customize my own stuff how I want it. And I don't know, just kind of fun.
It is really fun. I think it's a cool little skill to have too, like at any point. I mean, it's such a good gift idea. It's such a good, I mean, who doesn't like a personalized anything? So I think it's super cool.
Yeah. So that's been mostly what I'm doing. The other thing, now that Dead by Daylight Mobile is out, I've been playing games nonstop on my phone. Like, so much that my phone overheats, and I'm like, okay, I guess I need to take a break. But to expand on Dead by Daylight, it's an asymmetrical horror game.
We explain it.
Dead by Daylight, it's like it's 5 players. You have 4 survivors, 1 killer. We've been playing it for, I've been playing it for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But for the longest time, it was only available on PC or PlayStation or Xbox, I think.
Yeah.
And then it just came out on mobile.
Yeah.
And
free. So go download it.
And the reason why that was, like, big for our friend group is because before, like, it's not a cross-platform game. So if, like, they played it on PC, we played it on PlayStation, and we could never play with each other. Plus, you can't play 2-player on the same console or on the same PC. So it was
if we
just
were
a
to
mess.
come over, it was just like we would just watch one person play.
Yeah.
So it's really
For
exciting.
like 2 years. And
Yeah.
now we all get to play together, and that's like big. But I've been playing nonstop, dude. Like I never played Killer before. Like literally, I played a couple Killer games in my life on PlayStation, and now on mobile, I'm like playing Killer, and I'm like, yeah, I'm so good, and I'm really not. But
Yeah.
I'm getting all cocky about it.
I play Killer like on PC pretty often, but I have not tried on mobile. I don't know, there's something about the mobile, I'm not completely hooked yet, mainly because the controls are like so hard for me. I don't
They
know
are
why.
hard.
Like it's such a little screen, and then like if you play Dead by Daylight, you know, like especially like PlayStation's kind of the same, but PC, like you're like moving your mouse a certain, you're like there's so much like area, and now you're just like trying to figure it out.
Yeah, it is
all
really
right
hard.
here.
Some of the controls are like really close together, and I guess I've never played a mobile game like this before. And Nick and I were talking about it the other day, because he was saying how it just seems like there's so much to the game.
Yeah.
Like it seems it's really high quality. Like the graphics are great. There are some like kinks, but it just came out, so I'm gonna let it slide. But it's really crazy like how far mobile games have come, and now we're playing Dead by Daylight on our phones, which is nuts. But
Yeah.
I don't know, it's been really fun, it's been really addicting, and I'm ready to play some more.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know, what else have we been doing to pass the time?
I feel like, it's always just like something different. Like I feel like a few days ago I was on a coloring kick.
Really?
Like whenever I went to Target to go get groceries, it was like a couple weeks, no, I don't know, but I had gotten like a pack of markers, and I didn't get like a coloring book or anything, but I've just been like coloring
in
random
general?
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I've gone through those phases too. Like I think at the beginning of quarantine, I had previously bought like a little calligraphy book so I could like learn how to do it, and the pens and stuff. And so I tried doing that, but it didn't last very long.
Yeah.
And I just got annoyed with, there's just a certain way you have to hold the pen and different pressure you have to apply, and it's just not for me. So I'm just gonna let the Cricut do my calligraphy for me, and that'll be that. Coloring, I think I don't have the like attention span for that.
Yeah.
So if it's way too many patterns and stuff that I have to fill in, I'm out.
I can't commit to like a really intricate coloring book, and I can't commit to something that has like you have to color like a big space in, because by the time like it just looks ugly.
Yeah.
To me, I don't know.
Well, because if you're doing it with colored pencils, it's like you have to either you go the entire big space, or you shade it, and then you can see all the where the lines meet. I get what you're saying. I've been trying to like read, but then I can't commit to that because then the book isn't good enough, and I'm just like, forget it. I'm not hooked on this. I don't want to read anymore.
It takes like a really good book to get me like hooked.
I've been watching a lot of YouTube, but then a lot of people aren't posting, so it's just been tough, dude.
I agree. Something that I haven't been doing is organizing anything.
Me either.
Or cleaning, like deep cleaning. Like I've seen a lot of people have like taken this time to like clean your house or organize your bathroom counter or whatever.
The other day I had a little, I don't know, I had something come over me, and I was just like, I need to deep clean the kitchen. Like I need to sweep, I need to mop, I need to like take a magic eraser to the dang stove, like all that, and I clean the kitchen really well. What I haven't done is do my laundry. Like I haven't done laundry in so long.
I don't want to admit
it's just
how
piling up.
Yeah. Well, okay, it got to a certain point, like me and Dylan are already like, laundry is not it for us. Like I will literally do dishes, I will clean the toilet, I will do whatever, but like laundry is just not it for me, and it's his weakness as well. And so for a second, like our closet was like ridiculously full, because it was almost like we were wearing stuff that we just like never wear. Like we were wearing like all of our comfy clothes, and we were like getting to the point where we would wear stuff out of the dirty laundry because we haven't gone anywhere anyways.
Yeah.
And I think it just took over him or something, and he like went on a huge laundry kick, which was good for me.
Oh, really?
But
I commend him because I still haven't. I just know it's getting bad when I need to like, when I don't have any underwear left or something and I need to like do a load. But that, I just hate laundry too. And I hate folding it and
Putting it away is like
putting it away. And there's really no point because I haven't been wearing my work clothes. And I think I kind of just gave up because there was a period of time where our dryer wasn't working very well. And so I would dry clothes or dry towels and I would run a cycle and they wouldn't be dry afterward. So I had like a bunch of clothes in the washing machine that were still wet, but the other towels wouldn't dry. So they went days and then they smelled and I was like...
You had to like re-wash it and then yeah.
Ugh.
It'll be like, I'm not even kidding, like I'll look in the washer and I'm like, oh, I forgot to move it into the dryer last week, yikes. And then you just put some extra scent boosters and fabric softener and you do it again and then you either rotate it or you don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have not, well, I was gonna say I haven't been more productive, but I mean, that's probably the truth. I might as well just, I haven't been more productive. But I also haven't been like, some people, like you brought up that people are saying that they've been drinking during the day. Like
is anybody else drinking during this quarantine at 8 a.m. and it's like a handle of Tito's?
I can't.
No, can't relate. I feel like I've drank less.
Yeah. Same.
Like, because usually whenever I'm like gonna drink, it's whenever we go out or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll drink wine, but I feel like I haven't even been buying wine at the store.
Because one, to me it's a little unnecessary. I'm not always in the mood. Sometimes like it gives me a headache and I don't want to deal with the effects the next day. But that's just not like the first thing I think of, I guess.
I also don't have a desire to like get trashed at home.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even like getting drunk, like if you're hanging out with friends, which we're not supposed to be doing anyways, or whatever, weren't supposed to be doing.
Right.
What's the point of being drunk at home doing nothing? But
I also don't want to
life.
drink my calories. I think that's a
Yeah.
big thing for me. So I try to like stay away from that in general, but I don't know. I feel like quarantine makes you not want to do anything.
I feel like now we're getting to like the dark side where we're like
the dark side of quarantine.
where it's like, wait, there's all this stuff I've been doing, but like I have not been doing much. Like there's
It's
nothing.
been like such a roller coaster. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like so we went to a local nature preserve this past weekend and they limited the amount of people that could park. And that didn't stop people from parking. But it was, I don't know, it's really interesting. I just want to get back to like some sense of normalcy or like where you can walk around and people aren't giving you dirty looks or something.
Yeah.
It's just really weird.
I feel like now we're just gonna get into like a rabbit hole of like, what if and what does this mean and all this, but like, are things gonna go back to normal? If so, how long? I just don't imagine people like being all up on each other anymore or like hugging or
I mean, that would probably be for the best.
I mean, true, very true, but like I just have flashbacks of before all of this.
Before.
And people were just like, imagine
Not
how many
caring.
people you touched, I don't know, without thinking about it.
I think out of all this, I probably wash my hands a lot more and will continue to do that a lot more. But I don't know that much will really change.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it'll take a while for us to get back to normal, you know.
Yeah.
But I think eventually everything will go back to like how, like some sort of like how it was.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know about movie theaters because apparently we may be watching everything on demand at home, so.
That could be like a whole new fun little thing though. Like having like movie watching parties.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
Because at least like at home, or at least like at my parents' house, they have surround sound, so I can get the full movie theater experience if I want. Or like we have a sound bar, you know, like I feel like we've come so far, and not to say like the movie theater industry should like be a thing of the past.
Yeah.
However, it is 2020, so like the technology is there. It's not like we can't do that.
Right.
And I feel like I would pay to get a movie streamed on demand at home. And I currently do that when movies come out. But if they release it alongside when the movie theaters get it, then I could watch a lot more movies a lot sooner.
Yeah. What do you think is like the one thing, like if you had to pick one thing that you're most excited about to like go back to normal per se, what would that be?
I think
feel like we're gonna say the same thing.
we're gonna say like roller skating.
Yeah, I was gonna say roller skating.
And it's just because like we literally went roller skating like a couple weeks before all the quarantine thing happened.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it took us so long to do, but it was like literally the most fun thing ever.
It's the most, like, it's the funnest thing to do with like a group, but also like friends, but slash it was a double date.
And it was also like a really good people watching experience.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. It was like a blast from the past. Like it looked like the carpets were from the 80s and there were plastic streamers hanging from the ceiling.
We reached 10,000 steps on our watch, like we were getting a
Heck
workout.
yeah.
Anyways, go roller skating.
Yeah, roller skating. I want to go karaokeing so bad. I think
Out to a bar, like
yeah,
get
I
dressed
want to go
up.
out to a bar just cause, like, why not, you know? I want to go out, you're not going to relate to this, but I want to go out to eat sushi. Like, I just want to go to, like, my favorite restaurant and not have to, prime example, Panda Express has been doing a lot of meal deals, and I love a good Panda Express. However, the last time I went to Panda Express, they had, like, literally the entire store was blocked off. They had, the moment you walked in, there were chairs just, like, lined up. And there was, like, a little window thing that you could order from. But otherwise, they were putting your order on the chairs. So it was, like, contactless delivery, but it was so weird.
Interesting.
It's been weird, like, just getting food. Like, I'm trying to go out and get more food because I know, like, the amount of people going into these restaurants has gone down so significantly. But at the same time, it's such an odd experience that, I don't know, kind of makes me, like, not want to go.
Yeah.
I think if we sit here long enough, we could think of literally everything that we want to do and more. Restaurants, going out. I mean, to be honest, like, this quarantine has helped my bank account a little bit because I have not been going and buying drinks or, like, randomly spending money at the grocery store on things I don't need, or spending money on Amazon because my orders don't get here for 3 weeks after I order them. So there's really no point. But really, we just wanted to sit down, catch up, tell you that we're back. We are ready to bring you more content than ever and get back in the swing of things. So make sure that you follow Chat to Review on Instagram to stay up to date with the latest news, chews, and reviews.
You can listen to us on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts pretty much. And
subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
We'll bring you more content, hopefully. And as always, let us know if you have any ideas for videos that you want us to do. Yes. And we'll be happy to take a look.
Stay safe out there. We love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.